morning, guys. So I have a quick half an hour, 1 hour to spare. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to go through the writing paper with you guys today. Yeah, so hopefully a couple of people will be able to join. I was gonna go through this exam paper anyway, just to double check how difficult it is, to see what kind of questions would come up just before getting one of my students to do the writing paper themselves. Okay, so let's just put my screen onto there. Hopefully you should be able to see my screen. I'm going to be walking you through and typing out the APTIS kind of writing anyway. Let's go ahead and go into Google and find the APTIS exam paper. So all we need to do in Google is type APTIS General, and the first link is it's got green bubbles and one red bubble, and we're going to click on that. And it's going to take you to the APTIS page. Let's make it slightly bigger so you can see it. And you'll see practice test 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to take practice test 1. And today we're going to be doing the reading. The writing paper. And that's the green option there. Okay, so the green option, we're just going to click the button that says take test, and we're going to go through all of the questions. Now, it says here it's the simulated APTIS writing test. It's got 4 parts and you have 50 minutes to complete it. The recommended times are for part 1, spend 3 minutes, part 2, spend 7 minutes, part 3, spend 10 minutes, and part 4, spend 30 minutes. Okay, when you click on the start button, the test will begin. Now, try to stick to what the test has recommended to you, because obviously part 4 is going to be the most difficult part of the writing paper. Now, what we want to do today is practice doing it and writing it out, and I'm also going to show you a quick trick using artificial intelligence in order to write a perfect exam answer, create some exam templates so that you can complete these activities and do these on your own, or get them checked or get them marked, so that you don't need to have a teacher do that for you. You can still be doing exams and testing them out yourself. Yeah, so hopefully it's going to be something that is worth your time watching, and that you will be able to gain some information and learn something from this activity. Yeah. So on the page there, it's the simulated test. There's a little green button on the bottom right hand side, and we're just going to click on the button. Remember, the APTIS test is a variable exam, so it's similar to the Cambridge Linguist Skills, where it's variable. You get all the way to C1 level, depending on the level you actually are. So some questions are going to be easier and other questions are going to be more difficult. Let's click on start and start the test. So as you can see there, 50 minutes has been started on the clock. It shouldn't take us that long, but we may spend quite a lot of time just discussing the different answers and phrases that we can use on this. Okay, so you are joining a technology club. Fill out the form, write short answers between 1 and 5 words for each message. You have 3 minutes to do this. Okay, so the first example is, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. Be really, really careful here, because they're looking for you to make sure everything is correctly spelt and you have the correct punctuation and you're using capital letters, apostrophes, things like that. Okay, so what is your name is the first question. So I'm just going to type, my name is Carmen, full stop. That's between 1 and 5 words. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 words. Okay, so I'm just putting in my name is Carmen, capital M, capital C for Carmen. Okay, what do you do is the next question. What do you do? So you can say, I am a teacher. Yeah, so I could say I am an English teacher. So you see how we expanded that answer to add more words to it, because we have a maximum of 5 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we want to use as many of those words as possible. So I could stop with I am a teacher, or I could say teacher, or I could say an English teacher. But by writing it in a full sentence, expanding and saying what kind of teacher, I'm going to get more points. So that's what we want to do. Instead of saying teacher, okay, or teacher full stop, then we could say English teacher full stop. That will get you more points. I, capital I, am an English teacher full stop, capital E in the English. That is going to get you nice number of marks. Okay. Where do you live is the next question. Okay. Actually, in the first question, instead of writing my name is Carmen, I'm going to, because there's 1, 2, 3, there's only 4 words there. I want to add one more word. My first name is Carmen. Yeah, so I want to add that to make the best marks there. Where do you live? So I live in Alicante. I live in 1, 2, 3, 4. I live in Alicante is a fine answer, but I want to add an adjective to it to get higher marks. So I could say I live in sunny Alicante. Yeah, sunny Alicante. So I put I in capitals, live in sunny, comma, Alicante, A with a capital and a full stop at the end. I live in sunny Alicante. I live in sunny Alicante. I'm just thinking of any other ways where I can add a better answer. Where do you live? I could say I live in Spain. I live in the north of Spain. That's 7. So we want to keep it to 5. So we don't want to say that. I'm going to say I live in Spain, Alicante. I live in Spain, comma, Alicante. Now, S is capital for Spain and Alicante, A is capital for that, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. Again, trying to stick to the 5-word limit, using as much as possible. Next question, what is your favourite device? What is your favourite device? Okay. Let's see. I'm going to say my phone is my phone is let's see, what can we say? What is your favorite device? My phone is my life. Okay. I'm going to put my phone is my life. Okay, so I've used is my life because it indicates that I need it a lot. Rather than saying my favorite device is phone, which doesn't make sense, you would have to say my favorite device is my phone, which is 6 words, and that goes over the limit. You'll need to find it a different way. So perhaps so let's be careful here. It was actually tricky. The first phrase says you are joining a technology club. Fill out the form. Okay, so my first name is Carmen. What do? I am an English teacher. I could say I'm a technology teacher. Okay, just because it says I'm joining a technology club, so I want to keep it as close to the information provided as possible to get the best mark. Where do you live? I live in Alicante. I live in Alicante, Spain. So let's correct that. Rather than saying I live in Spain, Alicante, I'm going to put Alicante, Spain. What is your favorite device? My phone is my life. Yeah. Now, phone is great because it's still related to the technology club. I could say What is your favorite color? The color purple is great. Yeah. So we've tried to use 5 words because that's the maximum number of words that we've been told we have to use. Make sure you stick to limits. Remember, the question says you're joining a technology club. So if you have to fill in a form that is in relation to you joining a club, the answers have to be around that topic. So make sure you are aware of that. Okay, so the colour purple is great, I put. Let's click on next. That was fairly simple. You've become a new member of the technology club. So we're staying on that technology route. Fill in the form and write in sentences. Use 20 to 30 words. You've got 7 minutes in total. Please tell us about what you use technology for most often and why. Now remember, this is a form, but right, so you don't actually need to write in a style of any letter because this is a form, okay? You do have to write in sentences. You only have 20 to 30 words. So tell us about what you use technology for most often and why. So let's start with, I use technology most often for, what do we use technology for? For communicating, right? For communication and for learning. That's what we're doing now, so let's use that. Yeah, so we use it for communication and learning. Remember using punctuation and capital letters where appropriate. So capital I, full stop at the end. For communication, comma, I rely on apps like WhatsApp and Zoom to stay connected with family, comma, especially since many of them live in different countries. Now you should see at the bottom of the screen the word count dropping every time you type a space or a new word. Okay, so we've got 33 words left. For learning, comma, I use online platforms like YouTube. Now, YouTube, remember, has a capital Y and a capital T. Yeah, make sure You get that, correct? Like YouTube, comma, and language learning apps to practice. Well, remember, you're a new member of the technology club, so to practice, we don't want to talk about languages because that's me personally, it's not the technology. And I don't know, instead of language learning apps, we could use coding apps. Coding apps to practice coding, or just to practice coding, to practice, will do, to practice in a fun and engaging way, full stop. Now we want to use connectors, so let's add in some connectors there. I haven't used any so far apart from and. Let's see. I also use technology to research and watch educational videos and and take online courses, which allows me, we have got 69 words left, which allows me to keep learning whenever I have any free time, full stop. Now I've got 78 words left, so I want to expand my text so that it is it's going to get me the most marks possible. So let's read through and see what I can add. I use online technology most often for communication and learning because I am a teacher. Yeah. We said that we were a technology teacher because I am a technology teacher. Yes. For communication, comma, I rely on apps like WhatsApp, remember a capital W for WhatsApp, and Zoom to stay connected with family, comma, especially since many of them live in different countries. We can say across the world. So for communication, I rely on apps and want to stay with family. Instead of just family, because we related to being a technology teacher, maybe we want to say with family and students. And instead of WhatsApp, or as well as WhatsApp, we want to put perhaps Telegram. So I'm going to put WhatsApp, comma, Telegram, and Zoom to stay connected with family and students, since many of them live in different countries across the world. Yeah? For learning, and we're going to put and teaching, I use online platforms like YouTube. Now, instead of like, which we've used twice now, I can see it directly above, I'm going to remove that word and put such as. Yeah, I use online platforms such as YouTube and coding apps to practice in a fun and engaging way. What else can we say about it? Instead of being just to practice in a fun and engaging way, we can say for to practice in a fun and engaging way, comma, keeping my students excited and I was going to say engaging, but we've already used that word. So let's try not to repeat the same words. Let's think of another word. Keeping my students excited and let's say up to date. Yeah, so that just means on track. Yeah, we haven't talked at all about money. So I'd like to integrate that somewhere, how it's free or it's cheap. So remember, we were talking about apps like WhatsApp and Telegram. I rely on free apps like WhatsApp and Telegram and Zoom to stay connected with family and students, especially since many of them live in different countries across the world. For learning and teaching, I use online platforms. I use social media and online platforms such as YouTube and coding apps to practice in a fun and engaging way, keeping my students excited and up to date. Let's continue that sentence. As they are young learners. You see how we are expanding the writing little by little. You don't need to do it all at once. We're planning by writing the important information and we're building the phrases so that it becomes a more advanced piece of text. We had plenty of words left over, so we can keep adding and keep adding, okay? How do we add more depth into a piece of writing? Well, ask yourself why. Yeah, every time I finish a text and I want to expand it, I always imagine if my daughter or my son was there and they would say, "And why, mummy? And why?" Imagine the examiner is there, sat with you saying, "And why? And why?" And so you give more information. So we said, where are we? It keeps my students excited and up to date. And why? As they are young learners that need to be inspired. So what if they're young learners? Why do they need to be engaged? Well, so they need to be inspired. Yes. Okay, so the sentence has now become, I use social media and online platforms such as YouTube, comma, and coding apps to practice in a fun and engaging way, comma, keeping my students excited and up to date, comma, as they're young learners, so they need to be inspired. Now, final sentence, I also use technology. I use advanced technology, yeah, to do my academic research and watch related educational videos. And so we've used "and" a couple of times, so we're going to replace that word. In addition to, now instead of being take online course, we need to change that to in addition to taking online courses, yeah, which allows me to keep learning whenever I have any free time. Okay. We want to add some information, some words that you allow us to use a variation of tenses, essentially. At the moment, I'm only speaking in present tense. So maybe we'll want to say something in past tense and in future tense. So because this is a form about me becoming a new member, maybe we want to say something about the club. The club will be somewhere I can meet new friends and discuss inspiring ideas. We've still got 138 words, and I'm conscious that I haven't used any past tense. So let's try to add something in the past tense somewhere in the beginning. So maybe I want to say, no. I think we've overused the number of words actually, because it says I've done 138 words. So I want to reduce some of the words there. Okay, so I use online technology most often for communication and learning because I'm a technology teacher. So let's remove because I'm a technology teacher. So sometimes I make mistakes too. So let's see. For communication, I rely on apps like WhatsApp, Telegram, and Zoom to stay connected with family and students, especially since some of them live in different countries. Okay, let's remove that. So for learning and teaching, we said online platforms such as YouTube and coding actors to practice in a fun and engaging way, keeping my students up to date. I also use advanced technology okay, let's remove all of that. There's still too many words. Okay, the club. Stop. Okay, so we had 38 words at the beginning, so it's a bit frustrating that I didn't read the question properly. I knew that we had 30 words, but I thought that the countdown was removing, so actually we have to remove another 60 words. So I use online technology most often for communication and learning. For communication, I rely on apps like WhatsApp, to stay connected with family and with students. Okay. I'm going to use, instead of WhatsApp, I'm going to use Telegram, especially since some of them live in different countries. For learning, I use online platforms such as YouTube to practice. Okay. Let's remove that sentence. And now on 76 words. So I use online technology most often for communication. I'm going to remove for communication. I'm going to say for learning. For communication, I rely on Telegram to stay connected with my students. Many of them live in different countries. Okay. I have used, because we want to use past tense, I've used online platforms such as YouTube to learn, to study in a fun and engaging way. let's remove the last sentence. So I use online technology most often for learning. I rely on apps. Okay, let's remove that and put it relying on apps like Telegram to stay connected with my students abroad. Okay, we're at 50 words. We've got to remove 20 more. Okay, I have used online platforms. I have used YouTube to study in a fun and engaging way. The club will be somewhere I can meet new friends. Stop. We still have to remove 16 more words. I use technology most often for learning. Relying, so double check the spelling. Sometimes you make spelling mistakes as well. Relying on apps like Telegram to stay connected with students abroad. I have used YouTube. I have, let's see. The club will be somewhere I can meet new friends. Okay, let's remove that. So now we're down to 40 words. I use technology most often for learning. Apps like Telegram are great to stay connected with students abroad and studying in a fun and engaging way. Okay, so we're down to 26 words now, and we want to add 4 more. Let's try to add more. I use online technology most often for learning. I have used online technology most often for learning in the past. 31. We've got to remove 1 word then. Apps like Telegram are great to stay connected with students. And studying in a fun, and engaging way. Okay, so we're down to 28 words, so you remove some words. I have used online technology most often for learning in the past. Okay, or we can put, let's move that around. In the past, I have used online technology most often for learning. Okay, apps like Telegram are a great way to stay connected with students abroad and studying in an engaging way. Full stop. Exactly 30 words there. So it took me a little while to figure out the best way to do this, but I think we have a solid answer because we're using past tense and we're using continuous as well, just to try to get the most amount of points in the writing rather than only focusing on writing in present tense. Okay, so in the past, Capital I have used online technology most often for learning, full stop. Capital A for apps. Apps like Telegram, capital T, are a great way to stay connected with students abroad and studying in an engaging way, full stop. Okay, we've used connectors like and we've answered the question as well. We've used past tense. Let's move on to the next question then. You're speaking to fellow members of the technology club in a group chat. Respond to them in full sentence, 30 to 40 words per answer. Alicia says, hey, welcome to the group. Can you tell us about your first electronic device? So we can say, my first device was a desktop computer. 7 words. I used it mainly for school projects and learning basic computer skills. So 19 words. Okay. It was a big change from using paper and pen, and it opened up new possibilities for me, full stop. 37 words. I think we got it this time. So my first device was a desktop computer, full stop. I used it mainly for school projects and learning basic computer skills. It was a big, full stop. It was a big change from using paper and pen, and it opened up new possibilities for me. Now, because the question is, can you tell us about your first device? We want to be speaking in past tense, okay? Kaylin, I'm pretty addicted to social media. I use it every day. What social media sites do you usually use? Now remember, we are looking at a group chat. So we want to be speaking in kind of colloquial and answering in full sentences as well and responding to Kaylin. What social media sites? So what can we say? We're going to use Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Okay, so I use Facebook to connect with, now remember with is W-I-T-H, not H-T, yeah, T-H, with family and share updates. I also enjoy watching videos on YouTube. Capital Y, capital T, yeah, comma, especially tutorials and music, full stop. It's my go-to, yeah, so we're talking colloquial there, for entertainment and learning new things. We're at 30 words. We could add 10 more. I use Facebook to connect with family and share updates. I also enjoy watching, we could say, watching videos, watching educational videos on YouTube, especially tutorials, and sometimes listen to music. T-O-O-O, yeah. It's my go-to for entertainment and learning, and for learning new things. We can add, it's my go-to for entertainment, keeping up to date, and learning new things. Exactly 40 words, okay? So, I use it, I also enjoy, especially, sometimes, it's my, keeping up to date, and learning new things, okay? So we're trying to use a variation of verbs there, okay, verb tenses. I use Facebook to connect with family and share updates, full stop. I also enjoy watching educational videos on YouTube, comma, especially tutorials and sometimes listen to music too, full stop. It's my go-to for entertainment, comma, keeping up to date, comma, and for learning new things, full stop. Okay, Connor, I heard that the club is going to start meeting once a week instead of once a month. What is your opinion on this? I love to tell students to use the word ditto. Now, if you were on my previous live or watched my previous live, you would know ditto means the same. I also agree. Yeah, so let's start with ditto because it's a nice native word to use. And if you're a Pokemon fan, you'll know that ditto is the Pokemon that transforms into whatever Pokemon you are. So ditto, full stop. Meeting more frequently will help us stay motivated and engaged, full stop. It might be a bit challenging for to find time, comma, but I think it will be worth it in the long run, full stop. 32 words, can probably add a few more words to that. So we started with ditto. Meeting more frequently will help us stay motivated and engaged, full stop. It might be a bit challenging to find time, comma, but I think it will be worth it in the long run. So why would it be challenging to find time? It might be challenging to find time. It might be challenging for everyone to find time. But I think it will be worth it in the long run. So meeting more frequently will help us stay motivated and engaged. It might be a bit challenging for everyone, maybe with children. Yeah, so we can say, that takes us to 35 words. It might be a bit challenging for everyone with children to find time, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. Okay, full stop. So I've talked about my opinion, ditto. I completely agree. Yeah, that takes us to 39 words. Okay, so ditto, comma, I completely agree, full stop. Meeting more frequently will help us stay motivated and engaged, full stop. It might be a bit challenging for everyone with children to find time, comma, but I think it will be worth it in the long run, full stop. 39 words, yeah? So that's completed question 3 of 4. Now that wasn't difficult, was it? Great. Next question there. The last one. You've received this email from the president of the Technology Club. Dear member, we are writing to inform you that the trip to the Science Centre to see the robotics display has unfortunately been cancelled. Oh dear. Although many of you were looking forward to this excursion, we did not reach the necessary number of participants to continue. However, we hope to reschedule this event for next month. Please let us know if you would like a refund or if you would like to hold your spot for the new date. Write a short email to your friend, about 50 words. Tell your friend your feelings about this and what you plan to do. It's important. We're writing in the style of a letter. We're telling your friend your feelings, your thoughts and feelings, and what will you do? What's your plan of action? We've got 10 minutes. So we can put a subject, colon, trip. So colon is 2 dots, yeah, the colon. Trip to the Science Centre. Remember, science with a capital S and capital C. Next paragraph. Hey, does it say the name of the friend? No, it just says write a short email to your friend. So I'm going to give my friend a name, an easy name. Hey Tom. I'm going to say hey Tom, comma. Okay, that's a format. H in capitals, a comma after the name. Hi Tom, hey Tom. Next paragraph. I just received an email about what trip was it? Robotics trip. Being cancelled. Okay, always give the reason why you're writing the letter first. And we know the reason why we're writing to your friend is because you want to tell feelings about what has happened. So what happened? The trip got cancelled. So we write that. I just received an email about the robotics trip being cancelled. Full stop. I'm really disappointed. Because I was looking forward to it. Yeah, you're giving your feelings. My feeling was I was disappointed. I'm really disappointed. We're gonna add some emphasis there. I'm really disappointed because I was looking forward to it. Full stop. I think. What's your plan? I think I'll keep my spot for next month. Yeah, because it says, let us know if you would like a refund or if you would like to hold your spot for the new date. I think I'll keep my spot for next month. And hopefully, comma, it happens then. Full stop. New paragraph. Now we want to end the letter asking your friend what he wants to do, because that's doesn't make any sense to just send an email to your friend and not ask anything, right? So what about you? Question mark. Let me know what you decide. Exclamation. New paragraph. Cheers, comma, and my name, Carmen, in capital. Always end the letter with your name. Always say best wishes, kind regards, cheers, whatever you want to say, yours sincerely. Yeah, always sign it off with your name. Cheers, comma. Yeah, best wishes, comma, and then a new paragraph in your name. We're on 49 words. The letter cap is 50, so we're fine. We don't need to add any more. Let's double check it. Subject, colon, trip to the science centre. New paragraph. Hey Tom, comma. New paragraph. I just received an email about the robotics trip being cancelled. Full stop. I'm really disappointed since I was looking forward to it. Full stop. I think I'll keep my spot for next month and hopefully, comma, it happens then. Full stop. New paragraph. What about you? Question mark. Let me know what you decide. Exclamation. New paragraph. Cheers, comma, new paragraph. Carmen. Yeah? Really simple. And it's also the basic template for letter writing. I'm conscious I've only got 5 minutes left. I need to finish the last question, which is supposed to spend 20 minutes on, but we've run out of time because we spoke so much today. Okay, so yes, the format is the last sentence is always going to be, what about you? Question mark. Let me know what you decide. Exclamation. Cheers, thank you, comma, and then your name. And the beginning is always going to be the subject. The subject is whatever the topic was that you're writing for. And the first sentence is always going to be, thank you for your letter. I just received this. I'm so sorry about this. I'm really disappointed about this. Whatever. And always start with hi or dear, the person's name and comma. Okay? Next question then, with only 4 minutes left. Write an email to the president of the club, about 120 to 150 words. Tell them your thoughts about this and what you would like to do. Okay, let's do this in 4 minutes. Subject, colon, response regarding the robotics display trip. Okay, all in capitals apart from in. Okay, new paragraph. Dear, what should we say the president's name is? Doesn't say. We're going to say, Dear Lisa, comma, new paragraph. Thank you for the update regarding the cancellation of the robotics display trip, full stop. While I am disappointed that the event will not take place as planned, comma, I understand that the, what did they say was the reason? Did not reach the necessary number of participants. So use the reasons that they give you. I understand that the low number of participants made it difficult to proceed, full stop, and then talk about your feelings. Yeah, I was in past really looking forward to the experience, comma, because as I believe it would have been, okay, we're talking in conditionals here, it would have been a great opportunity to learn and explore new technologies, full stop. Now, remember, we're responding to their original text, which says, please let us know if you would like a refund or you would like us to hold your spot for the new day. I'm actually going to cut this and I'm going to refresh the page because I've only got 1 minute left and I don't want to lose my writing. So let's just skip those. We were here, just paste that back in. So just reset the time because we've been going for more than 49 minutes here. Okay, so I've put subject, colon, response regarding the robotics display trip. Dear Lisa, comma, thank you for the update regarding the cancellation of the robotics display trip, full stop. While I'm disappointed the event will not take place as planned, comma, I understand that the low number of participants made it difficult to proceed. I was really looking forward to the experience as I believe it would have been a great opportunity to learn and explore new technologies. New paragraph. What do you want to say? Okay, please let us know if you would like a refund or if you want us to hold your spot for the new date. So you have to make a decision. You told your friend, I can't remember her, Tom, you told Tom that you wanted to keep the spot. So you have to continue on that line because you're writing to them. It doesn't make sense to do two different answers there. Oh, we've got a hello. Okay, so we want to talk about that. I would like to hold my spot for the rescheduled event next month. Yes, because it says next month, right? It's not next week. I was just thinking. Please keep me informed about the new date and any other details as they become available. Yeah, this should be second nature to you. Okay, so you have, you're an English teacher, by the way. Yes, I'm an English teacher. Of course, yes. We're doing an English exam paper today. We're doing the writing part, okay? Please keep me informed about the new date and any other details as they become available. So write any comments below, any questions that you might have about the paper as we're going through them. I hope the event will go ahead as planned, comma. and I am excited about the possibility of attending in the future. New paragraph. We're on 120 words. We've got 30 more words maximum. Okay, so we want to end it. Thank you for your efforts in organising the event, comma, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Full stop. Best regards, comma, Carmen. And that's 138 words. The maximum was, where does it say the maximum? 150. Yeah, so we still got at least 12 more words. So let's make this sound better. Okay, so subject, response regarding the robotics display trip. I think the subject is fine. Dear Lisa, comma, always starting with that. Oh. Good. Puzzle displays. Okay, so so we want to always start the letter with a thank you and the reason why we're writing the letter. Okay, so thank you for the update regarding the cancellation of the robotics display trip. That was the reason for receiving the email from the president, right? While I'm disappointed that the event will not take place as planned, so you're expressing your thoughts, I understand that the low number of participants made it difficult to proceed, full stop. I was really looking forward to the experience, comma. Why? As I believe it would have been a great opportunity to learn and explore new technologies, full stop. New paragraph. What do you want to do in the future? You're answering their email, remember? I would like to hold my spot for the rescheduled event next month. Full stop. Please keep me informed about the new date. You always want to answer professional emails like that. Whether you're writing an email for your work, whether it's for the exam, you should always be ending your emails like this. What would you like? I would like this. Please keep me informed about, and if it was an event, about the new date and any other details as they become available. So the only thing that you really should be changing is the date thing, if that was what was causing you to write the email. But you should always write and any other details as they become available. Full stop. I hope the event will go ahead as planned, comma. And I am excited about the possibility of attending in the future, full stop. Why have we put that sentence? Because it's in the future tense. You gain more marks by changing tenses as you're going through the writing paper, okay? Always end the letter, okay? Thank you for your efforts in organising the event, comma. And you should always end with, and I look forward to hearing from you soon, full stop. New paragraph, best regards, comma, new paragraph, your name. That's really important you sign it on. I'd say about 50% of the letter is already written. It's already done. You should know it. It's the format and you're just completing it with any additional information. That's why this text shouldn't take you 20 minutes to do, because you should already know the formatting. So what we want to do, if you don't know the format of the exam and you don't know how to write a letter, we want to make this as easy as possible for you. So I'm going to teach you a quick trick. While you are doing this APTIS paper, some of you don't have English teachers, some of you don't have the templates to be able to write great writings to get 100% like my students. We can easily change that because now we've finished the exam. Either you want someone to mark your paper, which you can reach out to me, join one of our programs where you'll be doing writings and moving forward there. Or there is a small trick that you can do that I'm going to teach you now. Yeah, so let's create a new tab, go into Google and we're just going to find ChatGPT. Okay, let's go into ChatGPT. Now, I've written this letter. Say I've got some mistakes. I'm going to add some mistakes to it. I'm going to put one mistake there. Okay. All you do is copy that letter, paste it into ChatGPT, and then put can you, or we're going to do it in Spanish actually. I've never done this in Spanish. Puedes corregir mi writing de inglés nivel B2. Okay, so if you're B1, then you can put B1. If you're B2, you can put B2. If you're C1, you can put C1. Okay, so I'm going to put nivel B2. Okay, let's press enter and see what it says. And it says, here is a corrected version of your email. So that's probably like that because I have ChatGPT in English. It might tell you yours in Spanish. Okay, so just put subject. Response regarding the robotics display trip. Dear Lisa, thank you for the update. So it's changed that. And underneath the new writing that ChatGPT has written for you with the corrections, it tells you what key corrections and recommendations they have for that writing to meet the B2, in this case, guidelines. So what's it saying? I made a couple of mistakes there because I remember I changed it. So it said updated to update. Update is the correct noun here. It's the correct tense there, okay? Number 2, cancellation to cancellation. Oh, I made a spelling mistake. Yeah, I didn't notice that. I didn't check through my spellings. And it's telling you it's the correct spelling in both British and American English. Number 3, hold my spot. Change it to keep my spot, because it's more common in this particular context. That's a great recommendation. And number 4, organizing to organizing to a Z. Use either the American spelling with a Z or the British spelling with an S consistently. So if you're using S, then stick to the S. If you're using Z, stick to the Z. Okay, great. And there are no further recommendations given for this particular writing. Now, say you didn't know how to write at all a letter and you wanted to have a template. You can also ask ChatGPT to help you there. Just type in ChatGPT, puedes crear un template para los writings de B2 en inglés que puedo utilizar para mejorar mi examen. Okay, and just click enter that, and let's see what ChatGPT says. It says, look, claro, aquí tienes un template para un writing de nivel B2 en inglés estructurado para diferentes tipos de tareas que podrías encontrar en tu examen. Puedes adaptarlo según el tipo de tema o formato que se pida. Email, carta, artículo, etc. Okay, so you've got your example there and all the different formats. Okay, so your introduction, your subject, the body, what you should put in the conclusion. And it's not just for formal letters. Underneath you've got informal letters, you've got opinion essay, you've got article templates, general writing tips, and how to use the template as well. Yeah. So hopefully that's been a really big help for you, and I hope you have enjoyed today's live. See you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel as well. The recordings will go into the YouTube channel. See you in the next one. Bye now.